Our first evaluator will be Marcey Walsh. She will be evaluating Ivy Woodruff. Marcey.
Stand up, Ivy.
Always forget. This is actually the first time I've had the pleasure of hearing Ivy speak, and I got a moment to speak to her out front to ask her what her goals were for this speech. This is the second presentation, which is on organizing your speech, and her other goals were to see if she is slowing down from previous presentations that she's given to help her to be able to be a better presenter at work. Well, on the organizational part, I'd like to say, brava. This was great. You took us all the way from your childhood to growing up in the Republic of South Florida, into college when you first noticed that there was a difference between people. It cracks me up that your roommate's name was Megan. I was thinking that was quite a dive in. And then how you took into life. And as you took us through that, wasn't it lovely the humor that she used? I've never heard of Colombian child care before, but personally I would like to enact that. I think 2 months of the summer to send kids somewhere is a great idea. And just you had little bits and pieces of humor everywhere. And I think the fact that you were concerned about speaking very rapidly was belied by the fact that in order to make your humor so effective, did you notice how she used pauses? She would pause, she would stop, she would turn around and scan the room, and then she would ask us with a little question at the end of her voice, and then she would wait. She never killed one of her laughs. So doing that is proof that you were not speaking too rapidly. You gave us an opportunity to enjoy what you were saying. The one thing that I would recommend is I found myself holding my breath through your entire presentation. Did anybody else feel that? As you were going, probably because of nerves, you were doing a very high chest breathe. It was like, and it's okay if you do that because it gives us a chance to breathe too. We're able to sit back and relax a little bit and enjoy it. You had such an impactful topic that you had our attention right from the beginning. And you carried us all the way through because, as Dale Carnegie says, you need to see things from the other person's point of view. And as you moved through your story, you showed us how you went from understanding your small world where everyone understood all of the same things, the food, the family, the culture was all very similar, and then stepping into that college dorm when you realized that life was different. Something that might have made it interesting would have been when you're talking about someone asking you a question, someone from a different culture perhaps speak from one particular part of the stage. And then your answer, which was always quite often humorous, would be from over here. And doing that would help us to get that feeling of two different sides and how you were constantly going back and forth with it. I thought you handled a very delicate topic with a great deal of humor, and that was great. When you were talking about things from other person's point of view, one thing I would have you think is that when you're up here, although you're lovely from all sides, the people back here were not seeing your face. When you got to 2/3 of the way through, you suddenly realized it, and you stepped back here. But that's something to keep in mind as you go along. And to start your speech with an apology robbed us of the opportunity to just dive right into your topic. So I would recommend, no matter what, I don't care if the lights are out or what's going on, step in, take the stage, and give us your opening line. And at the very end, please, let us thank you for the opportunity to hear you.